Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see here, I didn't grind at all. I put some people in special training, but other than that, I didn't grind at all. I planned on it, but I just never got around to it. I've been a little busy, but it's fine because we're a high enough level to where we can play through this next mission. As you can see, we have 4 days, 4 hours, so basically what we're gonna do is just try to talk to as many people as we can to get some miscellaneous items and things like that. I don't think we're going to do any tasks or anything. We're going to get these done and then just try to start the next mission. What else? There was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what. But yeah, so we're going to just go around, talk to all these people, just to pass a little bit of time.
Oh. Yes.
Damn, he's like big. We're gonna just skip them though, because they don't really matter too much. I'm just doing this because we could use the extra items. We've been kind of going through them sort of fast. Oh, and then we could also 3 days, 12 hours. Okay. We could also go to the chocobos. Yeah, I was gonna grind, but I've been busy, and I haven't really wanted to play too much lately. Last day or so, but we're back. I'm excited because we're getting towards like the end of the story, and I think that's where the story's gonna pick up a lot. Because the story already picked up a lot in the last few episodes. The story just massively got way better. But yeah. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is that the other thing I was gonna say though is that I didn't actually mess with any other abilities. I think I'll do that later. I don't know when. I don't know if I'm gonna wait until they're like a way higher level or not, because it's not smart, because there's a lot of decent passive abilities that I'm missing out on until I do that. But I don't know, because it's long for me to go through every single character like that to do their abilities. It takes forever. It's really time consuming. I watched this anime on Netflix called Revisions, and it's one of the best animes I've ever seen, to be honest. I mean, it's the ending is really what gets it. Like the last like 2 or 3 episodes are just fucking insane. It starts off kind of slow, but where am I going? It immediately picks up like 3 or 4 episodes in. It's a relatively short one. But I don't know what to watch next. That's my issue. Every time I finish an anime, I just never know what to watch next. Because I like more action-oriented animes. I'll watch the sad ones and the funny ones too, but I generally like the more action-packed animes, you know? So, I don't know, it's just hard too, because when I finish an anime, I kind of want to rewatch it again, you know? Like Death Note, I've been wanting to rewatch so bad, but it's like I still remember how the story goes entirely. You know what I mean? When I go to watch Death Note again, I want to kind of forget most of the story, but it's still all in my head perfectly fine, which sucks because that doesn't happen with anything else. Death Note is literally the only anime that I fully remember the entire story for. Even after watching it 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, no, a year and a half ago was the last time I watched Death Note, and I still remember it perfectly, and that pisses me off so much. It genuinely pisses me off, because I want to watch it so bad. The movie's ass.
I've been waiting.
I don't know what he said. I should have paid attention.
And this is my secret lab. Well, don't be shy. Go on in.
Oh, wow. So now we have like a whole nother area I need to pay attention to. What is that? What happened? Did he just...
Oh, come on. Don't be so mad. You know me. I had to know more. The drug isn't as strong as what I used on you. The kid'll be fine. All right. I'm sorry. Look! It's wearing off! The kid's waking up now! Everything's fine! Hey! Crossame! We could have all gone together. That Crossame. Such a shy boy. Looks like the drug hasn't worn off entirely. Oh well. I guess I'll have to carry you.
What the fuck? So he fucking drugged us. He drugged us again.
I've seen all kinds, but Crossame's body really is the most fascinating. Just what I'd expect from someone who is still in active service.
That guy's weird. I always forget to come in here too. I always forget that there's people just in here chilling. So then that last place we can go through the portal is the sorcery. And then we'll check like the corresponding rooms. I think we did all the lectures, I believe, last episode. I'll double check that real quick, but I'm pretty sure we did all the lectures last episode. I forget that some of these branch out into other areas too. Like the cemetery, I completely forgot about, and the little park area. We'll go do that. Well, actually, first thing we should do, I guess we could do that this crystal so we don't have to teleport. But we should upgrade some of our powers. I believe the fire we use is both of these. Let's do this one. Let's increase the power. Let's increase the power again. Awesome. Ice. We only got Blizzard Bomb. We'll increase cast time, because that's the only thing we can increase. Lightning, we use Thunder. This one. We can increase the speed and the cast time. Alright, I think that should be good. We'll do cure and we'll do MP cost. Because I mean, if cure doesn't cost anything for MP wise, it's just instantly more useful, you know? Okay, so now we'll make sure that we did all the lectures. I think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's check the little room and then the cemetery. Yeah, there's nothing out here. Let's check the cemetery. Damn, can I not go in? I guess not. Alright, then I guess... Oh.
Wanna play?
Alright. Then I guess now we can go start the next mission. Which I believe the next mission we only need to be level 23, so everyone is at level of what they need to be. Which I don't even understand how that ended up happening, because going into it, I should save, huh? I don't know. I don't know if I should save. But going into that last mission, almost everyone was under level. Excuse me. I'm filming a bunch of videos tonight because I have to stay up late to try to film videos of the GTA update when it comes out.
Good work.
So I'm just trying to stay up as late as I possibly can. Yeah. We're just gonna start it. Because everyone's at level of what they need to be. I'm going to use my actual level 23s so that they can get to a higher level rather than using the 26s. Because I have 3 people that are 26 or higher right now. Everyone else is 23 or 24 and 25. So I'm going to use the people that are at 23 because that's my least characters with the least amount of XP. You know?
At ease.
I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna skip those. That's that little mode. Yes. I skipped the thing where like we had to send people from different cities to attack one city. I skipped that just because I didn't feel like doing it right now. I mean, it's fun, but it's like the fact that they made it skippable is really what improves the game, you know? Damn, where are we? Like, I genuinely, that's what ends up improving the game. Where do I have to go? It just... Am I not in a mission? What?
I'm
confused.
late.
Okay. It's
I'm
because the sortie
sorry.
was its own mission.
Am I the last one?
No, there's...
I'm so sorry. I'm late.
Hmm? You
Ugh.
are never late, Remsky. Did you oversleep?
Yeah. Where's Machina?
He hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah. Maki's late again? What's up with him lately?
Yeah, okay.
It's time. Let's get
Oh, wait.
started.
I'm so confused.
To
Okay,
defend
so now
against
the
the
mission
joint
starts.
Militesi-Concordian invasion, Rubrum's entire force will be divided into 2 groups. All cadets and trainees will take part in this operation.
The trainees, too?
Sounds like if they don't, it won't be much of a contest.
You and the other cadets are to engage Concordia's fleet of dragons on the Eastern Front using airships. In this operation, you will be assisted by Lord Shuyu. He should help even the odds.
A Lassie taking part?
Hey! Isn't that focusing too much of our manpower on Concordia? What are you gonna do about the Militesi front?
The Rubrum Army's main force will form a wall along the Militesi border. And a select unit of cadets, adept at magic, will engage the Imperial forces. I will personally be joining this fight.
Out in the field?
That means that they're really getting desperate out there.
Except, that's still not going to be enough. You have something up your sleeve?
We have a plan. Lady Setsna will summon the verboten Eidolon, and my unit will assist her.
You mean Tula Caesar in this fight?
Something up his sleeve, all right. They're finally taking this seriously.
Yeah. But what are these verboten eidolons anyway?
They're Eidolons no mortal can control. kept under wraps by the Sorcery Division. So hazardous is the very act of summoning such eidolons. It can only be performed by the likes of a l'Cie. This is Rubrum's last resort. In fact, everything depends on this one battle. There's still time before your mission commences. Take your time to fully prepare, but be aware that you are not authorized to leave academia for long. May the grace of the crystal be with all of us.
So... God damn it. Alright. We're gonna do these lectures, we're gonna see what level we need to be, and then... I don't know what to do. Because I expected us to actually have to do a mission, but... I mean, we might be under-leveled. So... Oh, okay, we can skip that. That's awesome. Well, because it usually just keeps repeating the same shit anyway, so it's not worth watching. Blizzard RF. Thunder Bomb. Increase magic by 2. Oh my god. The next mission is level 29. I don't have a single person that's even close to that. 27 is my highest, I think. Oh wait, no, because Makina's not in here? So my highest is 26. What a waste. I leveled him up. Shit. So I definitely should have played through that last mission. Because now everyone needs to be 6 levels higher. I don't know what to do. Because I'm either going to have to grind like a stupid ass amount right now. Or I'm going to have to just put people in special training. But even then, special training is not going to do shit. It's going to make everyone go up maybe 2 levels in like a day. Well, if I give them a full 24 hours to level up, they'll go up like 4 or 5 levels. If I give them 12 hours, they go up like 2, maybe 1. I don't know what to do here. I genuinely don't know what to do here. Because, I mean, at this point, it's just, I'm going to have to grind. Which sucks, because I planned on filming like 3 of these videos tonight. And I only can film this one. Unless we could grind a decent amount. I don't know, I guess let's head out and try to grind a little bit. So, I mean, this video is going to be kind of boring then. Because it's just going to be me grinding. Unless... there's still like really high levels. So, I mean... Yeah, I guess this is just gonna... This episode's just gonna be me grinding. I probably won't be able to film another episode of this game tonight, which sucks. Because, I mean, I'm probably looking at, like, to get a decent amount of people to a decent level. I mean, shit, we're looking at, like, 9 hours, if not more. That's what I would say, to be honest. Because with the other characters, getting them up from like 19 to 23, or not 19 to 23, not 19 and 23. I can't think. Getting everyone up though, whenever I had a grind last, took like, I think I got 2 people up through 3 people up through normal grinding. No, it was 6. I got 6 people up through normal grinding, and that took like 4 hours. So that took forever. Well, I mean, and that's the thing too, is you can't do special training and grind at the same time, which sucks. But I don't know what will be the most efficient way to grind. I can look it up after this video, after we just grind normally. But I think it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get to a high enough level. His reach is really short, which is weird because he's using a really long sword. Retreat. I'm trying to get to the higher level areas. I know any XP is worth it at this point, but yeah, he needs 4,300 to get to 23. And that's our lowest people. You know what I mean? Is 23, 24, 20. All of them need to get up no matter what. Theoretically, I could just use King and Rem as the main people and have weaker characters as the side characters. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough, man. Because I genuinely just have to grind. Which means that this is going to be... I mean, I'm not going to have too much fun for a little bit. Because, like, theoretically, when it comes to RPGs, if you need a grind, you'll do side missions, right? This game doesn't have any cool side missions. It just has tasks and then the main story, you know what I mean? So, it's like... It's not like there's any fun content for me to do on the side. Alright, so we should be able to grind here relatively well. Theoretically. Because I think this is the right level that we need to be. I think this is level 20 enemies. Level 15, so we might have to go to a higher area. Because I want enemies that are on par with me. So we'll have to keep going to a higher area, I think. We'll keep fighting here for now. I think for now we'll stick with this because that way we're not... I mean, when it comes to if we're fighting lower enemies, there's like almost no chance that we'll like completely lose, you know? So I think we'll stick with this for now. But once people start getting like to 26 and up, I'm gonna have to go to the 20 area. Otherwise, leveling up is gonna take too long. Yeah, so this is all this video is gonna be. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to do because I don't know how much XP you get from doing encounters. But this is the only way. Tasks don't give you extra XP, so there's not really a reason to do them. Especially because the rewards are kind of booty. But I mean, there we got 4,000 XP that quick. But if we go here, it takes 16,000 XP to level up. At least right now. That's gonna keep going up. Come here, you fucker. Yeah, it's weird using him. His katana, like, it feels like it wants to be able to reach that far, but it feels like he's, like, purposely slashing too low. It's bizarre. But I guess this whole episode's just gonna be this, though. 40 minutes of just grinding. We'll see, though. I mean, I don't think it'll take too long. I think the only reason it took that long the first time I grinded was just because we were a lower level, you know? It was a little harder to kill enemies and stuff. So I think that's the only reason it took me so long to grind those levels, maybe. I think, theoretically, though, it might go a little better now that we're a higher level. I mean, granted, I'm using a character that I have not used once throughout this entire playthrough. And if I have used him once, it's for like a second. So we'll have to see how that goes. $12,000, so we already got 4K again. So actually, I think leveling up is not as hard as I thought it was. Because I swear it took me, I mean, oh, but that might have been because I was exploring. Because getting XP seems way faster right now. But that could have been because I was exploring the first time I did this, you know? The first time I was grinding, I was still exploring the world and stuff. So, I mean, because this doesn't feel bad. I got another 4,000 XP within, what, 5 minutes? Shit, so by the end of this episode, everyone might be a high enough level, to be honest. That was 2,000 XP. Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about it anymore. I think we're going to be able to all be a high enough level by the end of this episode, so next episode we'll be able to start that mission. And then maybe then is when I mess with AP. I just want majority of the characters to 29, you know? If not a little higher. King, Rem, and Cater are both really close. Cater's 25, King and Rem are 26. So, I'm not too worried about that. Like they're both gonna be fine to level up. They're gonna take like probably 20 minutes. It's just these guys. These guys that are all at level 23 and shit are gonna take a while. But I mean, we're at 8,000 XP. 8,000, 18,000. But he just went up to 25. But that was like 6,000 XP ago. But I mean, already, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just, it really is gonna take a bit. But, yeah, so I mean, feel free to just leave a like and leave if you want. If you're not interested in just seeing combat, I froze. But if you're not interested in just seeing combat, just straight up in the random encounter system, feel free to leave, because that'll be all the rest of this video is. But if you do decide to leave, I hope you guys stay safe out there. But if you're sticking with me, thank you for watching. We're gonna just be grinding random encounters for the rest of the episode. I feel like this is a part of RPGs too that I kind of don't show in my videos. So it's kind of cool to have an episode focused on this, I guess. Because, I mean, if you guys watch my videos, I usually, even like past RPGs, I try to avoid grinding on camera. But I feel like this is a part that some people do like to see. Some people like just watching straight up gameplay of people grinding. Because it's a different feel from me doing just story missions, you know? And some people are genuinely curious on how the random encounters work. So, yeah. We're going to be doing this episode, hopefully getting our people up a little bit. Hopefully we can get majority of people to a high enough level. I mean, it's looking decent. I don't know if we'll be able to do it all in this episode. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit off camera. But it's looking decent. They're going so high up in level. But it's looking decent right now. Is what he needs to be 25. Yeah, I mean it's going decent, but I mean you got to think this is one group of characters, so only 3 characters are leveling up right now. And there's, I mean, shit, there's 1 squad, 2 squad, 3 squad, 4 squad. So King will probably leave out for a while. Or, I mean, not everyone needs to be 29 right now. So I think we'll focus on these 3. Oh, fuck, we're gonna die. I'm gonna lose all my progress. God damn it.
Let's go! No!
Yep. Okay, so you don't lose all your comp. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, since they died, is we're just gonna start working on the next little group. So what I think I'm gonna actually do is finish leveling up these 3 guys. Or maybe not. Maybe I should do... We could do King, Trey, Rem, Cater, not Cater, Rem, King, Trey, yeah, Cater, as well as Sinkei, and we'll do Ace as well, and then just a random level 24. So let's go. I'm gonna do this so we don't get any counters. Let's go to one of the things so I can mess with one of the cities. Oh shit, where? This way. So I can mess with the reserves a little bit. And in doing so, we'll make it so that I'm only leveling up the characters, because we don't need everyone level 29 for this mission. We really don't. We only need a select few. So what I'm going to do is focus on 2 different squads to get to actual level 29. And then from there, we'll do the mission. And then later, I'll do like special training and shit. So my active squad member is going to be, I'm going to be Ace. It's going to be who I'm going to play as. Reserves. So this is how I'm gonna do it. Ace can go up top because that's who I'm playing as, but Rem can go down here. She can go up here as well. I want Trey to get leveled up. I want King to be right there with Rem. And then that's... Okay, so we need one more character. Jack only needs 2,000 to be 25, so does 9. Alright, we're gonna do Jack. And that's how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna focus on these 2 different groups of characters. And from there... we should be fine. Because, I mean, theoretically, anyway, I only use a select few characters during the story. And if I have support on during a mission, it's not like I need my characters anyway. That's the only problem is with this game, is the parties are so big, you know? And the only way for them to get XP is by you grinding like this. I'm going to look it up a bit later and try to find a better strategy for grinding, but if I can get everyone up to level up, that's probably what I'll do instead of filming other videos for a different series. I think I'm just gonna grind tonight. But yeah, I think that's a better idea, because then it's just a little less grinding. You know? I mean, granted, yes, I will have to do that grind later. But I would rather do the next story mission than continue to grind. Plus, I'm just trying to get a few videos filmed, you know? I have, I mean, a few days before I actually have to upload a video for this game. And I mean, this is for that day. So, theoretically, I have like 3 or 4 days where I technically don't have to play the game. So I could just run special operations a bunch, which is what I'm going to do regardless. That's what I've been doing no matter what anyway, is when I'm done filming an episode of this game, I will just run a special operation. Because that's just the easiest way to keep people, get people leveled up. So like no matter what, that is what I'm still going to be doing, because it's just the easiest method for leveling up. It just sucks because it takes a full 24 hours for you to properly utilize that level up system. I have no MP. Alright, so how did we do there? Not bad. I think each one of those encounters ended up giving us like 2000 XP. Actually, that's not true, because then Trey would... Oh no, never mind. Jack would have went up, but we're not using Jack. Yeah, I mean... It's not bad. Sure, it's going to be a little grindy, but... It's not horrible. But I think that's what I'm going to do tonight for a few hours, though, is just grind so that I can actually film a good amount of these videos in a row without having to have episodes like this where I'm grinding. Like, I might try to get everyone a few levels higher than they need to be if I end up just getting there kind of fast or finding a good XP method. I might just level up everyone a few more levels so that the next few episodes there's just no grinding. We can actually do missions. Shit, if I get them up to like 50, I think we could end up finishing the game without any more grinding. But I mean, I don't know. The game might end with us being at like level 100, which if that's the case, the end game is gonna be horrible. Because it's going to be me grinding. So I'll probably miss a few days on this game, to be perfectly honest with you. I should be filming God of War right now. I've been putting it on... I just have not been filming God of War. I have a week of footage going live for you guys soon for God of War. So I technically don't need to film God of War until... I have like another week until I actually need to film it. But I should be filming it so I can stay on top of it, but I don't know. I just haven't wanted to play it. I'm gonna finish it regardless, but I have not wanted to play the game at all lately. I just want to play some of the other games that I have set up for after it, but I gotta keep my word and finish God of War first. But we're at the end game for God of War. I think we're like probably 5 episodes away from being done with it. So I can get it done. It's just I just have not wanted to touch the game. Hopefully this game's end game, or not end game, but hopefully its last few missions does not, like the last chapters, hopefully they don't require me to grind to level 100 and shit, because if that's the case, then that's horrible. Because we're past the halfway mark, right? And we're only we're expected to be level 30, right? And we're past the halfway mark. So theoretically, the end of this game should require us to be around level 60. Theoretically. So if I actually have to grind to 100, that's going to be horrible. Which would be insane because there's not even a trophy in this game that requires you to grind to 100. So, damn, see, so once you get to higher levels, XP is just, you need so much more. Which is weird though, because never mind, I guess it makes sense. Never mind, I'm stupid as hell. Ignore what I was just saying. But yeah, so we're gonna... I don't know what we're filming after this either. I think we're gonna be filming Final Fantasy X after this one. but I'm not sure. I don't think there's any other RPGs I want to play until I'm done with Final Fantasy X. Also, let me know if you guys like that I do this. Like, I have a RPG playing, one video 5 days a week, and then, you know what I mean? Like, let me know if you guys enjoy having an RPG along with just normal games, like our normal playthroughs. I do have a few RPGs I want to play, but this is the big one. These are the big ones, at least, is the Final Fantasy games. I only have this 10 and 15 at the moment. Well, and 7 remake, but I just played through the 7 remake not that long ago. Well, majority of it. And I don't know. I get that people like the 7 remake, but I prefer the older ones. Like, this is nice. I don't know, I don't prefer the 7 remake. It is a really good game. I don't know. There's something about it that kind of feels like too mainstream. You know what I mean? I feel like it's too popular of a game, so I don't want to play it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a great game, though. I would happily play it again on the channel if it got enough requests. I mean, if it got any requests, I would play it at this point. Because it's a really good game, and I remember my first experience with it was insane. That was the game, too, that I meant to film on the channel, because when it was free with PS Plus. Like, I started playing it when it was free with PS Plus, and I meant to film it on the channel. And I ended up playing through that almost the entire game just off camera by myself, which is so weird, because I never do that with games anymore. I very rarely play games off camera. Well, I play a lot of games off camera, but I very rarely play, like, stories, like full stories and shit off camera. Like, that's probably the last game I played off camera and completed the story of, other than, like, the Division games. And those I did because I was not about to film me, like, if you guys have played the Division games, you understand this, but they're only grinding. Like, yeah, this game has a lot of grinding too, but the Division games are only grinding. There's not a moment where you have a nice story and you're experiencing something awesome. It's pure fucking combat, grindiness, gameplay. Which is fun, that's what I like about them, but it's just like, it doesn't, for a lot of the time, it doesn't make for quality content. Because you're doing the same thing in a different area. And it's not like especially the Division 2, it's not like the Division 2 has any cool areas. And the only reason I like the Division 1 is the atmosphere itself, the dirtiness of the buildings, the snow on the streets. It gives you a vibe. Washington, D.C. doesn't do that for me in the Division 2. The Division 2 has probably one of the worst worlds I've seen in games. Overall, I hate the Division 2 compared to the Division 1. The Division 1 is so much better in my opinion. But they're both good games. Just the Division 2 is worlds behind the Division 1 in almost every way. Sure, the Division 1 expands on a lot of stuff, but it does a lot of stuff worse than the first game did. Like, it genuinely does. Which, I know if I said that to a Division fan, I would be fucking dead, bro. Because Division 2 fans are crackheads. They love that game so much. And don't get me wrong, like, I love the Division. The first one. And I want to love the second one. I just can't. I think it's because it's made by modern-day Ubisoft 2, rather than Ubisoft in 2014, when the Division 1 came out. It's made, or, well, what? Did the Division come out in 2014 or was it 2016? I think it was 2014. But the Division 2 is made by modern day Ubisoft, and I think that's my problem. It might not even be with the game itself. I might be tricking myself to hate the game because I hate modern day Ubisoft so much. Which is horrible to say because I buy every single game Ubisoft produces. Every single game. I'm not even kidding. I own like every Ubisoft game ever made. And I want to like Ubisoft. I want to like all their games. but I don't like Valhalla. Even though I played the fuck out of it. I still play it every now and again. I don't like Valhalla. I don't think it's a good game. I think the story's bad. The combat is very boring. But it's because it's an Assassin's Creed, and because it has limited time events, I always come back to it. Because I'm like, oh shit, what if I end up liking the game in the future? You know, I do that with a lot of games too. There's a lot of games that I don't want to play, but if they have a limited time event, I will play them. Because I'm like, what if I like it in the future? You know what I mean? And I missed out on all this great content. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. My problem isn't with the Division 2. My problem is with Ubisoft. Modern day Ubisoft is scum. I'm glad they're going free to play with a lot of shit, and they're going down the route of adding free to play options. That is good. But my issue is with their main titles that are premium titles that you spend $60 a year on, or $60 each time a game releases. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah, the Division 2 is cool. It's $60 for microtransactions. If you want anything cool cosmetic-wise, you're gonna be spending $20 for that item. Which, granted, yes, the same could be said for Rainbow, but you can pick up Rainbow for $2 like all the time. And Rainbow's different too, because almost everything can be earned in-game. There's very little that is actually microtransactions technically. Like you're forced to get it through microtransactions. Majority of stuff can be earned in-game. There's very little things that you have to actually pay for. If you're not playing the game regularly. You know what I'm trying to say. If you're not playing the game normally, you're of course gonna have to end up paying for stuff because you didn't grind for the renown. But like, I don't know, and like Valhalla, Origins, and Odyssey, why the fuck did they need to have that little microtransaction store? You know what I mean? It's horrible. Granted, Origins is a really good game. It's a good Assassin's Creed game at that. Like, it genuinely is. I think Origins is a really good Assassin's Creed game. Valhalla and Odyssey aren't Assassin's Creed. And everyone knows that. Everyone knows that Valhalla and Odyssey is the end of Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed has not been a thing for a while. You know what I mean? So it's just... I don't know, I think people miss old Assassin's Creed, and people would wish that Ubisoft would just branch out and make just RPGs that are like normal RPGs, you know what I mean? I think that's what a lot of people wish right now, is Assassin's Creed needs to leave the RPG genre, or it could still have a little bit of RPG stuff, because, I mean, it wasn't bad when they were doing it in little portions, you know? But like, they should make a separate series where it's a pure RPG game and it can have mythical realms and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I would be fine with that. I would still buy those because I wouldn't be as mad about them because they're not naming them Assassin's Creed, you know what I mean? So if they made a new franchise where it focuses on heavy RPG mechanics, it's massive worlds, massive DLCs, mythical realms, shit like that. If they separated that from Assassin's Creed, I mean, theoretically, that would double their profits. You know what I mean? Because instead of people who like Assassin's Creed ignoring your games or buying it and playing it for a little bit, you know what I mean? Instead of that, they can have people who are buying the RPG new franchise, you know what I mean? Just because it looks good, you know what I mean? At this point, I think majority of Assassin's Creed players would still buy that RPG franchise because they want RPGs now. Well, but they also want Assassin's Creed to be not a part of those RPGs anymore. So I think if they split them up, they would double their profits, if not get even more. Because, I mean, they would win the love of a lot of people if they brought Assassin's Creed back to how it used to be, they would instantly probably sell way more than they've been selling. RPG wise, there's tons of RPG people. If they called their RPGs an RPG and separate it from Assassin's Creed, I think it would sell more. Because they can make a name for themselves being a Western RPG, you know what I mean? Instead of this weird thing where they're calling it Assassin's Creed, therefore, I mean, calling it Assassin's Creed instantly turns it off for a lot of RPG fans. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, I mean, I don't know anyone personally, but like I've seen on Reddit and shit, there's a lot of people that don't like Assassin's Creed and they will not touch an Assassin's Creed game. You know what I mean? Like Valhalla should not have been called Assassin's Creed. It purely should have just been called Valhalla or something. And it should have focused on Eivor, and it could have been the same exact thing it was, but they needed to just take the Assassin's Creed name out of it and make a new Assassin's Creed game. Like, I guarantee you that they would they would be in a way better position if they put Assassin's Creed back to how it was and just made a new RPG franchise. Shit, they could do like something like a simple ass name too, like Stories of the Vikings. You know what I mean? Boom, there's Valhalla. Story of the Samurai. Dude, crazy ass fucking crazy ass RPG that takes place in Japan. Just something like that, you know? Like they just need to separate it. That's all they have to do. But who knows? We got Assassin's Creed Infinity coming out, what, 2023 I think? So that'll be cool. We'll probably see something about that this year at some point. And then I mean other than that, they got a bunch of free-to-play stuff coming out, but a lot of it looks horrible. Like oh my god. He just started chasing me out of nowhere. And I know a lot of people... Cool. That's stupid as shit. I hate that so much. Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to go ahead and just, I guess, keep grinding for a few hours. I think I told you guys this, but I'm staying up for the GTA update, and that's still 4 hours away, if not a little more, because of download. Because for my time, it doesn't come out until 2:30 in the morning-ish. So I'm trying to stay up so I can make a few videos on that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for that to happen. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I don't know when you'll see the next episode. It depends on if I actually grind or not, or if this grinding session I'm about to do is successful. So I don't know. Don't look for a video tomorrow because there might not be one, but if there is, you should get the notification as long as you have them on. But yeah, that's about gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and grind and just wait for this update to come out for GTA. So stay safe out there, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys want to see on the channel in the future. And yeah, peace out.